Hey everybody, welcome back to another eSchoolDocs training video. My name is Cody, I'm the lead developer here on the eSchoolDocs team. And in this video we are going to talk about the daily agenda page. Here we are on our home screen in eSchoolDocs, and we can get to this page through this handy daily agenda link right here. And this screen should be somewhat familiar to you if you are already familiar with the calendar or logs list page. We've got a left sidebar, a top bar up here that has a user drop down, a date picker, some buttons to jump between dates quickly and easily, some links. So in this case we've got a link to the calendar and a link to the logs list page, and then we've got a right sidebar over here. This left sidebar is going to display all the logs that we've got currently on our schedule for the selected date. And at this moment I don't have anything on the calendar, but we'll fix that here in just a second. And then this right sidebar contains a list of aggregations, and this is going to feel very familiar to what you may have already seen on the logs list page, and we'll see how that works in just a second once I get some events on the calendar. And let's go ahead and do just that. I can add some events for this particular day by hovering over the actions button, and I'm going to see some options here depending on the type of user that you are. So right now, as a speech therapist and a case manager, that's the user I'm logged in as, several options. I can schedule therapy, start a therapy log, write an evaluation log, or write a TCM log. And we'll go ahead and schedule some therapy, and we'll say that this is a group session. We'll say it's from 1:30 p.m. to 1:45 p.m. We will add some students. We'll add Owen right here. We'll add another student. Scheduling demo, I don't see why not. Do that. And then on all these tasks, so whether it's the schedule therapy, the start TCM log, start evaluation log, etc., you're going to see an option that's similar to this that says open in daily agenda. And what that's going to do is, if this box is checked and you're not already on the daily agenda page, and that's the nice thing about these tasks is they can be opened, these pop-ups can be opened from anywhere within the application. If you're not already on the daily agenda page, it's going to redirect you to the daily agenda page and then go ahead and open any logs that were associated with that task that were created as a result of it. It's going to open editors for those logs in this daily agenda page. So we'll go ahead and submit this, see this in action, and now we can see some things right out of the gate. So this, if you're familiar with the calendar video or if you've done any kind of scheduling so far in eSchoolDocs, here we're seeing two different editors, one for scheduling demo, one for Owen. Both of these we just created through our schedule therapy task. And these are scheduled therapy events. So these are not yet treatment logs and they're not yet absent notes, because scheduled therapy events indicate that it's on my calendar, I plan to provide therapy to these two students, but it hasn't happened yet. So I can't say whether it's a treatment log or an absent note. This is a new type of event that we added in eSchoolDocs version 6. So we'll just go ahead and we'll say that this log here, we'll convert it to a treatment log. And then as soon as we do that, notice that this was green before. Now it's turned orange because it's now a treatment log and not a scheduled therapy event anymore. And then I can scroll down. Notice this one is still just a scheduled therapy event, but I can go ahead and let's convert this one to an absent note. And now we've got an absent note editor here. Notice that green turned to orange as well. This eyeball over here, it's kind of creepy looking. This indicates to me at a glance that I've got editors open for these two logs. And so if I click on this right now, it's going to close that editor and the eyeball goes away, and then I can do the same for this one. But I can reopen editors for these two just by clicking on those, and it'll reopen the editor. I can click it again to close it. Let's go ahead and create some other types of events here. We'll go to actions again, and let's now start an evaluation log. So we'll say this is speech therapy from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Say it was for new kid. And again, we're seeing this open in daily agenda option. We'll go ahead and check that so that even though we're already on the daily agenda page, it's going to make sure that the evaluation log that is created from this task is going to be opened in the daily agenda once we close it. So we'll submit that. Now we've got our new evaluation. Notice this is ordered chronologically. And we're seeing the eyeball again that lets us know that this is open. Just to prove a point here, one unique aspect of this screen is that you can edit both evaluation logs and IEP logs on the same screen. You couldn't do this before in eSchoolDocs. And so I'll go ahead and write a TCM log here as well. Then when we do that, now I've got a TCM log, a treatment log, and an evaluation all in one page. And I can sort of mix and match the logs that I'm editing without having to jump to like a TCM log editor or a treatment session log editor or an evaluation log editor. I can edit all this stuff from one screen. All right, now let's go ahead and edit one of these bad boys. So we'll edit this TCM log. And notice that as I do this, some little subtle changes happen. So first off, the eyeball here has gone away, and now we're seeing like a little pencil edit icon. And that's indicating to me that not only are we viewing this log, but it's been edited. So it's dirty, what you might say. It's no longer a clean form. It has been edited in some way. But as soon as I save this, notice the eyeball, or the pencil goes away, and we're seeing the eyeball again. And let's go ahead and edit this a little bit more. Notice as I re-edit it now, I'm seeing that again. And let's just, for example's sake, we'll try to navigate to the calendar. The system's aware that I've got some unsaved changes here. And so it's asking me if I want to leave this page, you have to discard your changes first. So do I want to leave? Do I want to discard my changes? If I click OK, then it will discard any changes that have been made, and it'll go ahead and redirect to the calendar. But if I click cancel here, it's going to stay on this page, so then I can go over here, figure out which log I'm editing, and change it without losing my progress. And now that the CCM log is done, let's go ahead and finalize it. And now I'm seeing this hollow green check mark. This wasn't there before. This only happened as a result of finalizing it. Notice now that it's draft again. I'm not seeing that icon, but as I finalize it again, these check marks are consistent with what you've probably already seen on the calendar and actually on the logs list page. A hollow green check mark means that it is completed, but it could be submitted for billing. And TCM's a bit unique here in that as a case manager provider, I cannot submit a TCM log for billing. All I can really do is finalize it, and then my biller for the county or district that I'm in, it's their job to then take that finalized TCM log and submit it for billing. So I can't take this any further, but it is an indication to me or whoever may be looking at my daily agenda or at my TCM logs that, hey, there's a log here that I need to do something with. And now that this has been completed, I can go ahead and close this editor, and notice the eyeball goes away, but I've got some other things here that I can go ahead and work on. Let's go ahead and we'll fill out this right here. Notice again we're getting the pencil icon to indicate to us that this is being edited, and let's go ahead and save that. And then since we were done with this, we can go ahead and finalize it. Notice I'm seeing a green check mark now. So this log has been completed, but it's not billable. I can't submit this for billing because, and if we hover over this not billable icon here, it's going to tell us why. There's lots of different, it seems like the student doesn't have any of the forms in place. So this is as far as I need to take it. I'm done with this log. I can just go ahead and close this editor. And then now I've still got my evaluation for new kid open. We'll go ahead and fill this out. We'll use a evaluation code, and we'll go ahead and save that. And this log is billable for Medicaid. Evaluation logs don't have a finalization step, so I don't need to finalize this in order to submit it for billing. But once I submit this, I'm going to see a purple check mark, which is, the purple check mark always means it's been submitted for billing. And if I hover over that, it's going to tell me that. Now that this evaluation is done, we can go ahead and close it. And now that we've got several types of events in here, let's go ahead and look over on the right sidebar at our aggregations list. So we can see so far for this day, I've got 66 minutes total and 4 total entries. And you can obviously count those over here on the left. But even more than that, we've got some groups that have been aggregated across all these different logs. It's by county, by school, by student, etc. And when I expand this, it's going to tell me what counties all of these logs span across. So in this case, it's just Barber. We can see that I've got 2 schools that I've worked in across these 4 logs. I've worked with 3 different students. Notice that 2 of those logs over here were for Owen, and that's reflecting here. By time of day, so this is telling me when, between 9 and 10, 10 and 11, etc., that I've done this work. By log type, so here I can see I've got 1 evaluation, 1 TCM log, 2 IEP entries, and then also by billability. So this will be very helpful to see at a glance again if I've got logs that need to be submitted for billing. I'll have a bill. Actually, let's go ahead and unsubmit this evaluation log just to prove the point here. Notice as I do that, this immediately says billable now. This is going to be an indication to me that I've got at least 1 log that can be submitted for billing, and then I can go figure out which log that is and then go ahead and submit it. And as I do that, this is going to change from billable to billed. The motivation behind this screen is to provide users with one place to edit multiple kinds of logs all at the same time without having to go to different types of editors. And so let's say that we've got this group session with scheduling demo and Owen Clay. Again, we can edit both of these logs at the same time without having to have a special type of treatment session editor. And then let's go ahead and edit this TCM log too. Again, all of these things now can be edited in one place in one uniform way without having to jump to several different types of special pages. And that's where we believe the value is with this page, is that once you've got your schedules in place, you're really just going into the daily agenda page each day, and you're just crossing these things off the list. You're just looking for those check marks. Once everything is done, then you can just move on to the next day. We call this the happy path within eSchoolDocs. All right, I think that's all that we wanted to share with this video. We hope it has been informative to you. Let us know if you have any feedback in the comment section below. God bless you guys, and we'll see you next time.